do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go! Ready? Wait! Mike 37. I got it. He's checking.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now, it's Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Let's get it!
At the Vikings 16-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Check 15, check 15. What's it?
They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. Check 55 to Mike. All day, dog.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught. Block it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey, watch it.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically their scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. First down. Here's the run with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Come on, fellas.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Vikings, nothing.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go with Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey,
They'll run now with Brown. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 39.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On third down, Benjamin. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On first down, Brown. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. That's me. Hey, alert 48.
They run the counter. Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
You got three down.
On second down, it's Brown. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete on the jump ball. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They run it again with Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 13. Go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Again, it's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. Left side complete to Lockett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd and 12, Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Watch the run, watch the run. 22, check, Palmer. 22, check, Palmer.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. I know what you got.
On first down, Benjamin. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Brown. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the third quarter of play with the score Cardinals 17, Vikings nothing.
Here we go. Set. Just take your data. Ain't your data. Tight left. 3 down. 3 down. Mike, watch out. The seconds right. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll set up to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. He's going to have the first down past the 20, and finally taken down to the 25-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down.
Ready. Mark 37.
Murray now on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded just inside the 30. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down now, Gates. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Letting one go deep. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. It's Cook, and he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
1st down, Arizona.
I'm scared. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. 48. 48 Mike. 48.
Murray now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Murray with a 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
65. Hey, orbit.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's caught, blocking. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And this one's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
On the ready.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Got it. Hey, 2. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play.